With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello. So question says this: a metal crystallizes in the face-centered, right? So metal crystallizes in a face-centered cubic structure, right? So if the edge length of its unit cell is a, right? So we have to find out the closest approach between two atoms, right? So we have to find out the closest approach between two atoms, right? So in the metallic crystal, right? So this is the metallic crystal, right? So let's try to solve this question, right? So let I draw the structure of cube, and the structure of cube will be like this, right? So the structure of cube will be like this, right? So you can see here, right? So this is the structure of cube, right? So here you can see this is a structure of cube, right? So here you can see clearly the atoms in the face center, right? So this is our face center cubic cell, right? So this is our face center cubic unit cell, right? So this is our face center cubic unit cell, right? So here you can see this, the atom, right? So the atom which is in the corner, right? So the atom which is in the corner, right? So you can see it clearly. The atom which is in the corner do not touch each other, right? So this atom do not touch each other, right? So I can say this: these atoms do not touch each other, right? So the atom which is touching is this atom that is face atom, and this one corner atom is touching each other, right? So I can say this atom is touching, this atom is touching, and this atom is touching, right? So these two atoms, right? So these two atoms are not touching, right? So the closest approach, right? So I can say here the closest approach between the two atoms will be like this. This will be the closest approach, right? So this will be the closest approach, and this is the half of this phase diagonal, right? So this is the half of this phase diagonal, right? So I can say this: if I can find out the length of this diagonal, I can easily find out the closest approach of these two atoms, right? So as we know that this is actually a, I can say this unit cell has a edge length that is equals to a, right? So this unit cell has a edge length that is equals to a, right? So this is also a, and this is also a, right? So from Pythagoras theorem, let's say this is our a, b, c, right? So from Pythagoras theorem, I can write as ac square, right? So I can write as ac square will be equals to ab square plus bc square, right? So from Pythagoras theorem, this is actually Pythagoras theorem, right? So from here, and this AC as we know that this is the length of the face diagonal, right? So this is the length of face of the diagonal, right? So I can say this: the AC square will be equals to a square plus a square, right? And here this is equals to a square plus a square, right? So you can see this AC square is equals to 2a square, right? So from here AC becomes equals to under root 2a, right? So under root 2a, right? So this is the length of this diagonal, right? So length of this diagonal, right? So from this here, I can say this, but we have to find out the closest approach, right? So but we have to find out the closest approach between two atoms, and this is the closest approach, right? So this atom and this atom, right? So I can say this atom is touching with this atom, right? So this atom is touching with this atom. You can see in this picture, right? So the closest approach will be half of this diagonal, right? So I can say this: the closest approach, I can write here as the closest approach between two atom is equals to the half of this space diagonal, that will be AC by 2, right? So that will be AC by 2, right? And it becomes equals to under root 2a by 2, right? So it will be equals to a by root 2, right? So it will be equals to a by root 2. So this is the closest approach between the two atoms, right? So this is the closest approach between the two atoms, right? So hope this answered your question. So thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.